Good morning, everybody. This is Connor from Futures Analytica, bringing you guys another live futures trading session. We're going to be starting the day out here by arming it in both directions and switching it into regression mode. We're going to be doing this because this current positive delta at the 829 bar, even though we're getting negative price movement, as well as the divergence at 824 and 821. We also want to keep in mind these large amount of derived zones around this zone. Just need to be keeping aware of that so we know that we are currently in the regression mode correctly.
Order filled.
We just got filled into a short trade here, first trade of the day. I did get a new monitor. I'm using my old monitor because my current one did break. So I had to reset everything up here. And the font size might be a little bit too small for you guys. Let me know how that viewing experience is and if I need to change anything after the stream. R9B, version R9B of the PolarityML will be released later today. I believe at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is going to include a new Polarity model browser and massive improvements to the consistency of incremental learning. We also have included the model that I have trained. This is the model that I'm actually using right now in this. So I know you guys have been asking for that a while. So I have included that win rate model, of course, with incremental learning. So keep that in mind. This update will be sent by email, but just keep an eye on the same Dropbox link that you guys have downloaded PolarityML from. It's just going to be updated in there. EWJ asked the question, hey Connor, I'm setting up a VPS and wondered from your experience whether its geographical location makes any difference to latency / order fulfillment. Yes, so latency and order fulfillment heavily do affect the geographical location heavily affects the latency and order fulfillment. You're gonna wanna make sure you're getting a VPS that is close geographically to your brokerage or exchange. If you're using a prop firm, find out where Kinetics exchange servers are at, and you're gonna want to get a server as close as possible to Kinetic because if you're not aware, on a prop firm, those orders are being simulated on the Kinetic server, not on the actual exchange. So you'd want to get as close as possible to that. I just changed the bitrate settings on the fly. I don't know if you guys are still getting buffering, but let me know if this fixes it.
Order filled.
We just got filled into our second trade of the day. It's a long trade. Also, to show you guys there's in fact no overlay, just going to move around my chart trader here. Hopefully you can win this trade. It's kind of drawn out at this point.
Target filled.
There we go. That is our second trade win of the day, up to $1,001 after commissions. Hi, Jan. I will definitely check on that machine ID activation very soon. As in, right after the stream, I will make sure that's added. I'm messaging my staff right now to actually look into it. Hey, Leandro, the prepackaged model does not need to have incremental learning enabled, but I highly suggest trading with incremental learning on. Hey, NCH. Your question was, I'm not very technically savvy, but I've been waiting on an easy to install and use version of Polarity. Will this be the one I'm waiting on? In terms of installation, this will be the most simple version of Polarity to install yet. It will be simply importing the strategy and importing the workspace, and then selecting the workspace, and then the strategy will be pre-configured for you. So it's going to be very easy to install compared to others. Hey, Haldorado. Yes, you can have your own or other indicators on the chart with this new model. There are no restrictions on what indicators you can add while trading. And Trinared, to answer your question, the version of NinjaTrader you need to have is 8.1.7. Sorry, 8.1.2.1 is the version that is necessary. Looks like we got a trade there that I kind of completely missed, but we ended up winning it. I believe that was a long trade. We've had 2 long trades and 1 short trade today. All winners so far. With the new model, you can simply use the prepackaged model if you wish. You don't have to train your own to use the strategy effectively. This model I've trained myself, and it's the one I'm currently using, and it's been doing very, very well in our testing. Of course, with incremental learning, it's going to be unique. When installing my backup, it will not overwrite anything except for your workspaces. So I do recommend creating a backup of your workspaces. It will not overwrite strategies or indicators. All it will overwrite is templates. And again, if you are technically savvy and you don't want that to happen, you can choose not to use the backup and just install it manually. We've done this to help users who are installing for the first time or need some more assistance. Overwrite does not have to be on when using incremental learning. Overwrite only affects training mode and not optimized mode.
Target filled.
Looks like we got filled short there after we got entered short on that blue imbalance in regression mode. Very easy trading day today. Been keeping it inside of regression mode the whole time, and it's been serving us pretty well. Let me know, guys, after turning down the bitrate, just curious if we're still getting some buffering. Still keeping it in regression, we had this 99 delta bar here, -3 delta bar here, and of course we've had continuous divergences throughout the past few bars. So it's a very clear regression mode selection at this point. Thanks for the feedback about the buffering, guys. Glad that it's gone. Hey Dimitri, if you own the original version of Polarity, you do not have to repurchase Polarity to get the newest version. Shoot us an email and we'll get you sorted out with the new version. Make sure you are subscribed to the newsletter. You should be receiving automatic updates to your email, but if you're not, we're not allowed to email you with updates. So make sure that is sorted out if you are interested.
Target filled.
Looks like we ended up winning that trade too, up to $2,500 on the day. Pretty slow day, but we're very steady in our climb to our profit target today.
Order filled.
Just got filled short here.
Target filled.
And that led to a trade win as well, up to 3,000 on the day. Very consistent today, not a single loss yet. B. Kravish says, all this feels like alien tech to me. How can I study the basics of how this works so I can get to know what settings I should have in what situations in each market? I'm really interested, but I'm not really sure if I'm ready for the software. So thank you for the question. To answer your inquiry, I highly suggest watching on our channel. We have a playlist called Beginner Start Here. There's a 20-minute video on the basics of order flow that'll walk you through it all. And then after that, we have a bunch of tutorials on Polarity. With this new machine learning update, you actually don't have to touch the settings at all if you're trading NQ. It's going to automatically optimize the settings for your current market conditions. So that's really what we've been working on significantly, what we've been pouring a lot of resources into over the past few months. So we've been very happy with that. That being said, this strategy is not for total beginners, and I highly suggest having a grasp on trading as a whole before diving into it. Don't expect to just download this and start making thousands of dollars. There's certainly a skill floor to using this effectively. But we do have included education in the software, and make sure that you diligently study that after you acquire it. But I highly suggest just trying out the free version of the Analytica Chart 4 Plus. There's a trial available for download in the description of this video. And see how you feel about order flow with that, and make your decision based off of that. We're going to be switching it into trend mode here. We've had kind of a significant downtrend outside of this zone. We're a little bit late to the party on that one. It would have been nice if we could have gotten some more gains from that, but we should be good to go.
Order filled.
Hey Dimitri, thank you for the follow-up question, which was, what is the best time to trade this strategy? I often trade this at market open. So market open is a great time to trade, but only if you are already pretty experienced with your usage of Polarity. I would say market open it's a very hectic time to trade, and you have to make a lot of decisions. Even with the automation that we have, switching between modes can be very fast-paced at market open due to the large amount of volatility. And one of the reasons why I generally avoid trading market open is in the case of overnight news, there can be extreme spikes in volatility that are not explained by market microstructure. So if you're getting moves that are not based on market microstructure, the edge that this strategy provides is slightly decayed at that point. So I would keep that in mind when trading that. I would suggest trading about an hour to an hour and a half after market open, starting there. Then I'd move on to power hour, which is the last hour of the market. And then finally, if you are feeling comfortable with that, I would start trading market open. But keep that in mind. You're going to want to watch the news and make sure that there isn't anything big that's happened overnight during that session. Also, I would avoid trading days where there is a Fed meeting that can affect the market in fundamental ways that are also not explained by market microstructure. So again, you're not going to be having an edge there. You can see here we've had a pretty consistent downtrend that we've been able to take advantage of. We're up to 4,000 on the day now after those two trades that happened while I was talking.
Order filled.
We just got filled into a short trade there. Seems like this downtrend is losing a little bit of steam here, but we'll see if we can bring it home.
Target filled.
There we go. Ended up winning that trade up to 4,500 on the day now.
Order filled.
Just got filled again into a short position.
Target filled.
Hey Umiati, thank you for your question. I did see it. I messaged one of our support members about that, who will be reaching back to you shortly. The indicator that the new version uses is the PolarityATI alpha inputs, in case you were curious. But guys, I think we're going to call it there. We're up to our profit target here. Very easy day to trade and a very clear trend mode selection once we got past that zone there. So I am pretty excited about that. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. And stay posted for that update. It's going to be pushed out in the next 2 hours. It's going to be on that same Dropbox link. And that will be accompanied with the model that was used in this stream. But guys, thank you so much for joining us today. And